Hello YouTube, this is Waterfall Joe and welcome back to another video. Today's an exciting day. It's a great waterfall day here in Connecticut and we are at Enders State Forest, kind of near the Connecticut-Massachusetts border. We're a little north of Hartford right now. It is absolutely breathtaking out here. It's cloudy, it's overcast, it's a little rainy, which is perfect. The last time we were here, it hadn't rained in months and I already can hear the waterfalls from the parking lot. So we're gonna hike down to the waterfalls. I have my camera with me. I'm bringing a tripod, but I might just be going handheld today. There are a couple of other waterfalls that I'm going to hopefully go find that I've never been to before. So we have Enders Falls plus some ones that I've never been to. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and hike on down to the waterfalls. Okay, so Enders Falls is probably one of the most popular waterfalls here in Connecticut. This place is home to over 5 individual waterfalls kind of cascading themselves down the mountain here. Here's the first one. It's probably 100 feet from the parking lot. It's kind of a smaller one, but it is absolutely flowing so well today. I've got my OM1 Mark II with the Panasonic 9mm, and we're just gonna be walking around handheld doing probably some 1-second waterfall exposures. This place is so cool. So Enders Falls is one of Connecticut's best waterfalls, and it's actually a series of 5 individual waterfalls, this being the first one at the very top. And in my opinion, as they work their way down the mountain, they only get better and better. So here's our #1 waterfall for the day. We have plenty left to see, and it only gets better as we work our way down the waterfalls. Okay everyone, we just got to, in my opinion, the best waterfall here at Enders Falls. Look at this one. The last time we were here back in November, this was barely a trickle, and now it's flowing incredibly. We're gonna take some photos up here, we're gonna go down there, we're gonna get all sorts of pictures of this one. If you are in Connecticut, you have to come see Enders Falls. This is incredible, and I've been fortunate enough to kind of travel around and see quite a fair amount of waterfalls. Still plenty left to go, but in my opinion, Enders Falls might be one of the most unique flowing waterfalls I've ever seen. You can see there's multiple strands here and they all kind of go a different direction, and especially right there how it kind of cascades down the rock side. Really cool. And over here you actually have a piece that kind of tucks down underneath the rocks and comes out over here. So one of the coolest waterfalls I've ever seen. Absolutely worth a trip if you haven't been here already. you actually used to be able to just walk up to Enders Falls, or at least the edge here, and no issues at all. And a few years ago, right before we moved here, they added this whole staircase up the side here. So I actually never got to experience Enders Falls kind of in its pure form, if you know what I mean. Now it's kind of been more tourist, it's more designed for tourists now with the staircase and the safety railings and everything, which I totally appreciate that. I wish I would have experienced it before all the railings and everything. It maybe would have felt more natural and more pure, but either way, this place is stunning. If you do come to see it, this particular spot I think is the best. It's kind of down from the main lookout here. There's a few trees in the way, but you know, you can position yourself around, but I think this is the best view of this waterfall. So one of my favorite things about shooting with the OM1 Mark II is the ability to shoot waterfalls essentially handheld. I've shot this location before with my Nikon, and I actually had to get my tripod all sorts of weirdly configured here on the railings. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. But now with my OM1, I can just do this. And you know, we just got a half-second waterfall photo, no tripod required. So the portability of this system is really, really growing on me. We're getting some crazy conditions out here at Enders Falls right now. I'm at a lower viewpoint with the main waterfall is right up here. One of my favorite times to photograph is March, believe it or not, which is right now. It's March, 16th? We're getting a really cool condition. It's actually starting to fog up right now as it continues to warm up out here, but the ground is still pretty cold. Plus we're getting the snow melt, so we're getting great flow, plus we're getting rain flow. So everything's melting, plus we're getting rain, plus it's warming up. So we're getting fog, waterfalls. It's nice and overcast today. Incredible weather out here today at Enders Falls. I think a lot of people think I'm crazy because I always tell people my favorite time to take photos is when it's raining and overcast. And everyone's like, but why don't you go out in the sun? You know, the sun. I don't like to photograph in the sun. And the reason is, look at these conditions we're getting. We have perfect conditions. We're getting some fog right now. That just doesn't really happen when the sun's out. We can do some long exposures. Plus, usually when it's foggy and overcast, it means it probably just rained, and which means the waterfalls are gonna be flowing better. So I might be weird, maybe I'm not weird, but I love to take photos when it's overcast, cloudy, foggy. When the sun's out, I usually don't like to be out as much. I will still do it, but my favorite conditions are pretty much right now what we're getting at the waterfall. I'm surrounded by fog. The waters are flowing so good. We're gonna keep walking around handheld, taking photos with the OM1. Okay, welcome to the 4th waterfall, I believe. I think there's only one more down there to go, but look at this one. Last time I was here, it was only this section, oh, right there. That was the only one flowing. None of the other stuff was flowing. So, incredible day, incredible weather out here. I'm gonna do some long exposures. I'll put them on the screen for you guys. Okay, welcome to the 5th and final waterfall of Enders Falls. This one's absolutely incredible. Just note that the hike down to this one is probably the most treacherous of them all. There's no stairs to this one. It is kind of straight down the side of a hill. Very sketchy, so use caution. but this one is awesome. I really like that right now we have all of this snow and ice, even though it's 65 degrees outside right now. Really crazy weather that you kind of usually get in the springtime. All right, everyone, just got up from the 5th waterfall, heading up to cross the stream and get some new photos. I just ran into an incredible photographer, Mike Bannon, also known as Banimator. I'll put his info on the screen here. He told me he has over 65,000 photos of Enders Falls. So if anyone knows this place, it's him. He's an awesome photographer. I'll put his website on the screen for you guys to check out. He's a local legend here in Connecticut of waterfalls, so highly recommend checking out his work. Otherwise, we're gonna head up to the next waterfall. Okay, everyone, we're actually gonna head back to the car and head to the next waterfall. I couldn't really find a safe way to cross the stream. I have done it before, but during low flow. During the high flow, I don't really want to risk rock hopping or anything. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be getting any photos from the other side, but I do hope you enjoyed the pictures from the main trailhead here. We're gonna head on to Carpenter Falls, assuming I can find it. I've never been, I have the coordinates. We're gonna go and try and find it, so I'll see you guys there. Wow, the parking lot for Enders sure filled up. I thought the bad weather would keep people away, but looks like people live in the waterfalls regardless of the weather. My car says it's 74 degrees outside. That's crazy. It's the middle of March. Holy smokes. Okay, everyone, we just got to Carpenter Falls trailhead. You kind of park here in front of someone's house. You know, there's a house over here. You park right over here, and then you kind of hike up this hill here. This is called Broad Hill or Broad Brook Hill or something like that, and this kind of leads you into the woods, and this will actually get you to Carpenter Falls, and if I'm lucky, we're going to find Beach Brook Falls. So if all goes well, we should get 2 new waterfalls checked off the list today. My friend Brook is a huge waterfall lover. He told me all about these 2, so I'm excited to get out here and see them for myself. I mention this every time I go to a waterfall, but one of my favorite things about hiking to a waterfall is when you can hear the waterfall and you're not even there yet. I can't even see it yet, but I can already hear the waterfall. Once again, we're hiking to Carpenter Falls here in Granby, Connecticut. I've never been to this one, so this is a great day to do it. It's been raining, everything's wet. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Just trying to find my way down to the waterfall here. Let's go up over here real quick. We can get an up-top view of the waterfall. And then we'll head down to the bottom. You can already see it here. These woods are so cool. I feel like I'm in Harry Potter right now. Although let's hope no Dementors show up. Look at how everything, the moss is so green and vibrant. Welcome to Carpenter Falls. This one is so incredible. I'd say it's about 15, 20 feet tall. It's flowing great today. I absolutely love that it's kind of a double falls. It's really, really impressive. I'm gonna get my camera out and take some photos for you guys. Okay, and next stop is Beach Brook Falls. Once again, another waterfall I've never been to. I got the GPS coordinates and it's somewhere around this waterfall, but we're gonna see if I can find that one. Got about another mile hike to get to that one, so let's start hiking. Welcome to Beach Brook Falls. This is absolutely spectacular. I've never been here before. This is so nice. I'd say it's about 30 feet tall, roughly. For any of my Midwest people, this reminds me a great lot of Burden Falls in Southern Illinois. It kind of has that falling off a cliff, double-decker style thing going. So we're gonna get the camera out and take some photos. It's actually starting to rain a little bit, so I can't be here long. I didn't bring any sort of rain protection, but this one's absolutely spectacular. Brand new waterfall for me too, so check it off the list. Didn't bring the tripod, so we're balancing the camera on my knee. We're getting about half a second right now. So I'm really liking this green moss on the left, and if we take the shot, we're at about half a second right now. I think we're getting some excellent flow. I'm really also liking the water up front that kind of leads your eye up to the main waterfall up there. I've been having a great time out here at the waterfalls. I'm about to head back to my car. I just want to make a quick note, I think it's so funny when people say that X state is ugly. Like, a lot of people here in Connecticut seem to think that this state is ugly. And sure, of course, every state has its downsides, but I'm out here in the woods with this magnificent waterfall. I've already seen about 6 other waterfalls today alone, and I just don't think I can agree with those people. I think Connecticut's beautiful, and I think sometimes you just have to kind of know where to look for it. So with that being said, I'm going to start heading back to my car. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed the waterfalls. If you go to any of these waterfalls, please remember, be respectful. Do not leave any trash. Pick up any trash that you see. These are public land, and we should be appreciative that we get to visit these places. So thank you so much for watching. This is Waterfall Joe. I will see you guys in the next one. Go chase some waterfalls. Have a great day.